Welcome back. It's been a little bit, I know, sorry. Holidays, you know, all that stuff. But we are back to working on the GR Corolla. Spring is just around the corner. We are getting buried with snow right now, but soon that'll be making way for spring rain and flowers. So the last video we made about the GR Corolla, the car wasn't even here. We were going through the fact that I am not gonna be driving this through the winter. So all the prep work I did to get it ready for winter, take the suspension off, remove the lip kit, a few other different parts, kind of for nothing. But it just gives us a great opportunity to start fresh for this year. We did want to make a couple changes, especially in the suspension department. We'll talk about that shortly. But today we're going to be focusing on one thing exclusively, which is chassis bracing. Chassis bracing, it sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? Kind of is, but it does something pretty important for the performance of your car. Now, most road-going cars, whether they're a performance car or a luxury car, are gonna have some open areas. It's usually where you sit. It could be the engine bay, the trunk. The other thing is they might want some level of flexibility to the chassis. That's gonna help with vibration, that's gonna help with noise, it's gonna help with comfort overall. So cars are designed to kind of have a little bit of a balance of each. Now, with performance cars, you are gonna want to increase the rigidity of the chassis, and we'll talk about why in just a minute. Now, kind of a funny fact to illustrate this, if you look at a convertible compared to a hardtop of the same exact car, typically the convertible will weigh more. And the reason for that is even though visibly the coupe or the hardtop looks like it has more metal and more components, the convertible has to be stiffened up a lot more in order to pass certain safety requirements. All right, so after all that talk, what are we installing today? Why am I doing all this? Gosh darn it. Well, we have a very special part today from Delta X Fabrication in Texas. He's in the Austin area. He tracks his car, looks a lot like mine. This is their limited edition, one of 199 rear bars. Rear support bars. So what this does is this bolts between the two strut towers in the rear to help with improving rigidity. Now, if you look at the back of the car, this is just one big open piece. Obviously, we have the C-pillars on both sides, but typically tying the suspension points together, you see like front strut bars. This is basically a rear one. Now, this should help, especially with a all-wheel drive car. Typically, an all-wheel drive car will have a little bit more understeer. So by loading the rear up or stiffening the rear of the suspension, we will get a little bit more of a balance. There's more complexities with that, but overall, that's what I'm going for. All right, now I know I came in pretty hot with saying that this is not available for sale anymore. I don't know if Jeff, the owner, plans to make more, but we actually have a few different options. So Racer X Fabrication has a very similar one. It's not a beautiful titanium color, but it's black, and black kind of matches everything. That one also features spherical bushings, just like this Delta X one. We also have the Tanabe rear strut bar. That one, you can either do a bar across, or you can do kind of a triangle that connects to the bottom under the trunk mat. Toyota actually makes an OEM one. Now that one does have a lower bar and then an upper bar as well. It's one piece. It looks pretty nice. It's a little pricey because it's Toyota OEM, but some options for you. Check them out on our site, circuiteam.com. Thanks. So these are really awesome anodized hardware that it comes with. We're gonna look at a few different components. Obviously the bar itself, we have the mounting brackets. They're gonna replace the little loops there, probably for some sort of cargo net. And then some really cool anodized hardware as well, a little matchy-matchy. We also have some high chew and some thread lock. Jeff really thinks of everything, doesn't he? What a G. Us Jeffs are always on it, let me tell you. Pina colada, I do love pina colada. All right, I'm gonna do the very end of this video, I'm gonna do a review on high chew. A little harder than I thought. All right, you're probably wondering why these are screwing in here, unscrewing. Now this one is reverse threaded. So you can see I'm going righty-tighty, but it's loosey-goosing. And then this side should be the opposite way. It is. This one's threaded correctly. Why do you guys think that is? Well, you're not here live, so I can't ask you. This is actually adjustable. So just like a lot of suspension components, there's a normal threaded and reverse threaded side. We can actually put this in and then tighten it a bit, so it kind of is pulling towards each other. What that would do is either make it more or less stiff in the back here, or if you just want it to fit nice and tight for how these are, you can just adjust it to however it sits. So most suspension components that have this, you want to tighten it up in order to add more load, which hopefully means more grip, more rigidity. Spherical bushings, why do we have these? So typically a rubber or polyurethane bushing is going to be softer, but it can create some noise. These spherical bushings will create more vibration, but they will be stiffer. So that's kind of the benefit of a spherical bushing. These are becoming more popular. If you want something that's not super vibraty, super noisy, I would not recommend a spherical bushing. These also can wear a little faster, especially if they're outside of the car. So just something to consider in choosing your brace. All right, so let's go ahead and remove some stuff so that we can put this beautiful bar in. Roll that beautiful bar footage. My baby shark booklet. Don't hate, dude. He's just a little guy. I just come in through the door, dude. It's kind of weird, like just laying out. All right, I'm gonna loosen this. That was easy. I should have got a short 10 mil, but that's what I got right now. Am I supposed to unplug the battery for this install? All right, those are off, thank goodness. Loctite is nice because it locks your threads in. So thank you to Jeff for including this. It's very kind of him. We have some more of this, but I don't want to go find it. So we're just gonna run down the threads a little bit. Beautiful hardware here too. I wonder if he anodizes this in-house. He has to. He did the bar. Let's bring these over. Oh, that's better. It's so much less awkward. Lines up perfect. It's almost like he made it for this, dude. All right. Hand tighten this for a minute. And I think I'm actually gonna take this, this rear tray out. All right, folks. It didn't come with any torque specs. I looked on the site, I didn't see any. So I just did them like pretty tight with this little guy here. It's pretty darn tight. These suckers ain't going anywhere. All right, next up, my awkward stance here is me putting these bad boys on. You just gotta be careful of these little inserts. Jordan, you mind handing me some hardware, dude? Thanks, brother. All right, now this is where, as you can see, you can kind of see that the hole is really not lined up at all. But if I do a little spinny-roo here, wow, she's lining right up. Here we go. It's tight. I wanted the logo kind of here, show off Jeff's awesome product. So I'm feeling pretty good about that placement right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the nuts on here. I'm gonna add some of that Loctite like we talked about, thread lock. All right, so you may have seen the lower bar that's already in there from the factory. Now the Toyota bar we talked about replaces that and then adds an additional mounting point a little higher up. Now, if you want to do that one, I believe you have to cut a hole to install it. Same as the Tanabe as well as the Racer X. So for me, this one is fine. Toyota one's cool, but if you don't want to cut stuff, then go with this one. All right, the last thing I have to do is just tighten these. Then when I gotta tighten down a little more. Boom, she's fully tightened. I'm fully torqued, ready to go. So big thank you to Jeff at Delta X Motorsport down in Texas. We will have a link to check him out. Pretty cool stuff, pretty awesome car as well. We have a few links down below to check out the other similar products to these that we offer. If you guys have learned something from today, which I hope you have, give us a like, give us a subscribe, it'd be awesome. And definitely check us out, circuitdemon.com. If you're looking for any performance part for your GR Corolla, we pretty much have all of it listed. We have some new parts we just got, some Project Mu brake pads. We got the new InGen cold air intake. We got some more K&N stuff in. I'm looking forward to this season, and this is a great way to kick it off. Till the next video, which we're about to film right now, you'll see it. Sorry, before we end, we did promise a high cheer review. All right, Jordan, this one's for you. Here, I'll open it because you're holding the camera. I'm not gonna put it in your mouth though. Oh my God, let me get it. The goods. All right, that's tropical smoothie. No idea the flavor, it's just a smoothie. I got pina colada. If you like pina colada. Ooh.
That's fire.
Did yours have a different color filling, dude? Look at this little.
I don't think mine had a filling.
Look at this little burrito. I'm gonna get the sound.
All right, now we're doing ASMR.
The filling's separating from the outside. It's good, dude. It's a little harder than I thought.
Mine's soft like taffy. Pretty refreshing.
It's good though, dude. I feel pretty good. Oh, that pineapple just hit. This is good.